early age, her physical disabilities influenced her character and her art, and she channeled her suffering through painting. She was passionate, selective, and had a keen sense of humor, which made her beloved by those who knew her. Her tumultuous relationship with Diego Rivera affected her emotional intensity, and these feelings were reflected in her works. She explored themes of love, betrayal, and suffering. Beloved for her beauty, talent, and humor, Frida was also a prominent advocate for women's rights. Her art explored gender identity, empowerment, and sexuality, thriving strongly known her style of dress, which combines elements of traditional Mexican and European fashion, was a statement of pride in her cultural heritage and a stance that broke with gender conventions.
Frida Kahlo, a renowned Mexican artist, drew much of her inspiration from her personal experience and cultural heritage. Her work often reflects themes of pain, suffering, and resilience stemming from her lifelong battle with health issues, including a devastating bus accident at age 18 that left her with severe injuries. This physical and emotional pain deeply influenced her art, with self-portraits being a dominant theme, where she explored her identity, body, and internal struggles. Frida Kahlo was also inspired by Mexican folklore, indigenous culture, and traditional Mexican art. Her use of vibrant colors and symbolic imagery reflects her deep connection to her roots. Additionally, her tumultuous relationship with fellow artist Diego Rivera significantly impacted her emotional and artistic expression. Her work blends surrealism, symbolism, and realism, making her a unique voice in modern art.
I am going to talk about Frida Kahlo's personal importance. Frida Kahlo made significant contributions to both the art world and broader cultural movements. Some of the key things she did for the world include breaking artistic boundaries, feminist icon, cultural representation, influencing future artists, and political activists. The first one is Kahlo's art challenged traditional notions of beauty, gender, and identity. Her deeply personal and often painful self-portraits explored themes of suffering, illness, and emotional resilience. She used surrealism and symbolism to express her own experiences, particularly around physical pain and disability. The second one is feminist icon. Kahlo became a symbol of female empowerment. Her deeply unapologetic expression of her own body, including its imperfections and suffering, defied societal norms of femininity. She challenged gender roles, often dressing in men's clothing, and openly explored her bisexuality. Number three is cultural representation. Through her art and style, Kahlo celebrated Mexican heritage and indigenous culture. She often incorporated Mexican folk traditions, mythology, and symbolism to, into her work, helping to elevate and preserve the cultural identity of Mexico. Sorry. during a time when Western influence was growing. Influencing future artists, Kahlo inspired generations of artists, particularly women and marginalized communities, who found in her work a powerful voice that addressed issues of identity, race, and self expression. And finally, Kahlo was politically active, aligning herself with the Mexican Communist Party. Her work often contained subtle political messages addressing issues of oppression and inequality, and she used her platform to support revolutionary movements. Frida Kahlo legacy continues to inspire movements around feminism, identity politics, and social justice.
At the age of 6, she contracted polio, a disease that accompanied her for the rest of her life, and she always fought to overcome, as she had to live with its lasting physical effects. On September 17, she was traveling in a truck that accidentally collided with a streetcar. She spent 2 years bedridden, and this was during this time that she began to paint. Her mother placed a mirror over her bed, and she would paint herself. The joy, love, and charity with which she lived her life can only be understood by knowing everything she went through. Her husband infidelities, Diego Rivera, the physical pain from her illness, the loss of the shield, desolation, and the loneliness.